Hello everyone, TwinklePhoenix here, and welcome back to Seduce with the Otome, where we just headed into the dining room, and we're pretty hungry. My stomach rumbled in agreement. I was starving.
Oh, the girl's awake.
Oh yes, that's totally our attitude to you, Sam. Hi. Excuse you, I have a name, you know.
Should we really care?
Do you want to get punched again?
Sam, I will roast that tongue for dinner if it doesn't stop flapping in that idiotic mouth of yours.
So rude.
Whatever.
I apologize for his attitude.
Oh, that's fine.
Good. I hope you'll enjoy the meal we prepared for you.
Meal? For a second, my mind didn't understand what James meant. Maybe it was the doll getting to my head, instructing me, Simon the Evil Squirrel. Oh, that's right. Damien and Matthew mentioned that they were making dinner as an apology. Oh, wait, you didn't have to.
We insist. Besides, it's quite impossible to undo our cooking, even if you command us to.
All right, well, thank you. Matthew put down the last of the plates on the table and bowed a bit to me, gesturing to the table with a sweeping motion.
Ah, there we go. Dinner's all served.
Thank you, Matthew. The table was filled with various fruits from a selection of cuisine. One portion of the table was filled with elegant plated Asian foods, and another portion some yummy-looking desserts. And there were yet more and more plates than I could have possibly imagined. Whoa, that's a lot of food, and it all looks so good.
We hope you enjoy it, my sweet.
Oh, God. What? Sweet? Me?
That's enough, Eric.
You're no fun, James.
Oh, boy.
I don't need to be fun, Eric. Miss, please follow me.
I don't know what came over me. Whether it was his politeness or maybe his power, but I couldn't help but take his offer on. James seemed very kind and intelligent, but aside from that, there was something that set him apart from his brothers. Not to mention, he didn't really seem to hold much appreciation for them.
Miss, I have to ask, why do you live alone?
Well, it's kind of a long story.
I'm all ears if you wish to tell.
No. It's fine. Maybe another time.
Very well. Here's your seat, then.
Thank you.
Let me get your chair for you, lovely lady.
Oh, God. Is Eric going to flirt with me all the way through this? Oh, Eric was very charming, and his smile pulled at my heart. The way he kept flirting with me definitely designated him as the charmer of the demons. Yeah, there was a little distance in his eyes.
By the way, I apologize for my behavior earlier. Stealing your second kiss like that.
Huh? Oh, yeah, when I didn't believe that they were incubi. It's fine, you didn't just get up and grab a kiss for no reason.
I'm not as forward, unlike Sam.
Suddenly, Eric leaned in and whispered in my ear, why?
I won't lie, though. I enjoyed kissing you and feeling you melt in my arms.
Okay. I was torn between smacking him and trying to play it cool.
No! That's going to sting.
I imagined as much. Sorry, I panicked. Yes, in all honesty, with good reason.
No, I was expecting that.
Then why did you bother coming close to me if you expected me to smack you on? I drew my attention back to the dishes. I was both intrigued and slightly scared by the amount of food they made. Seeing my expression, Eric leaned forward and proudly smiled, gesturing to all of the dishes with a dramatic sweep of his arm.
I made almost all of the dishes myself.
Okay. Humorously enough, Matthew looked at me with a shocked expression as if he was betrayed. His face changed instantly to that of a frown.
And I'm the Queen of the Nile.
I'm guessing Matthew also helped do the food.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh great, brothers fight is beginning.
Me, you, and James did the work together, dummy.
It's you, James, and I, Matthew.
Oh, come on, James. Don't need to correct him with his wording.
Little boys will always make mistakes.
Matthew looked at James in disbelief, probably for siding with Eric, and he annoyingly swerved back to Eric to confront him.
I'm not a little boy. I'm barely a year younger than you.
Well, you certainly don't act like it.
I really couldn't help but laugh. Matthew seemed very much like a kid. He was adorable. However, I can help but feel like, in a way, he was much more mature than the others, especially Eric.
Huh? Is something funny?
Oh, don't worry about it. No, it's nothing at all. Thank you for the meal, all of you.
Oh. You're welcome, miss.
I've really got to tell you my name.
Such a well-mannered young lady. Beautiful inside and out.
Oh, boy.
Eric, knock it off.
Exactly, he's flirting again. In agreement with Matthew, Sam cocked up his head and glared at Eric.
Seriously, you're getting really annoying with that suck-up act.
It was obvious that Sam was the bad boy of the group. He had this big, tough act and was obvious he was physically stronger than the rest of the guys, but was there more to him than that?
I'm just trying to be a gentleman. The young girl has already gone through so much. She deserves a good treatment.
There's a difference between being a gentleman and being an obnoxious flirt.
That's true. There is a difference.
Schooled even by James. You're gonna need some cold water for that burn.
Look at all the expressions. He's smirking. He's like, ha ha. He's happy. I'm smiling. And Eric's just like, But I love Sam's expression. He's like, so chuffed. Everyone's happy. Except Eric. Poor Eric. He's probably a wonderful person. I mean incubi. Hey! All the brothers are laughing and smiling. Perfect.
By the way, I don't believe we caught your name even though you know each of us.
Oh. I'm Twinkle.
It's a pleasure to finally know your name.
I'm glad they finally asked.
Yeah, that's a nice name.
Thank you. They were all comfortable around me despite the awkward situation we were in. It was as if it were natural for them to be around humans. I guess that was just how incubi worked. But I was still curious about one thing. Excuse me? All at once, they looked at me. I don't know why, but having all of them look at me made me feel kind of important, like a queen or something.
What is it, miss?
Again with the miss thing. You know my name, you're doing the miss thing again. I want to thank you for the food, but I still want to know why you all came here. I feel like I don't quite understand. Understand, yeah, like being told that a bunch of incubi randomly appearing in your house was perfectly understandable.
Oh, how do we explain?
You look really annoyed at me all of a sudden. Apparently, possibly to him, I just asked a really stupid question.
We were attacked. We came here to heal. What's so difficult to understand?
Now you're just being rude, Sam.
Good point.
I'm just saying, how is that difficult to understand?
Quite a lot. I don't even know who... Why am I blushing? I don't even know who attacked you. No, I mean, what specifically happened?
Well, you see, we've been traveling around for quite some time now. Just recently we came into town, but we were jumped by this band of misfits.
Oh dear, misfits.
So, in order to escape and heal, we came here for shelter. Again, we apologize for the mess we made.
It's fine, I guess. So we're all better now, right?
Yup, all thanks to you.
Oh. Huh? Me?
You see, beautiful, we feed on sexual energy, such as yourself. We can simply touch someone's hand to obtain sexual energy. Everyone carries sexual energy, you know.
Oh, marvelous. I was still in shock about their powers. It wasn't just kisses that gave them power. It was anything physical. No wonder I was out for a while. These incubi intrigued me, but at the same time I could almost hear a warning siren going off in my head.
Is there anything else you wish to know?
Should I start wearing gloves? Well, what do you all plan to do now?
Yeah, what are we gonna do now, James?
That is a very good question. We just got here and surely we'll be hunted again if we leave.
God damn it.
We can take him easily.
Sure, like you did earlier, Sam.
Not without more training, Sam. The result of that was clearly evident in our last encounter with them.
With these band of misfits. At the moment, I didn't know what came over me, but I suddenly felt sorry for them. They couldn't possibly survive out there if they didn't know it was illegal to break into people's homes. They probably didn't know a bunch of other stuff. They probably would cause chaos all over town. Or on the flip side, they could be taken in for questioning it and be poked and prodded like lab frogs for research. That was even worse. Why lab frogs? Don't you mean lab rats? But most of all, they remind me of me. Remind me of back then. I was standing alone. The entire classroom was filled with laughter and chatter, but I stood in the midst of it, quiet and alone. It was a strange scene. The whole world passed in front of me with such vibrance, all while I stood there. On the plus side, I wasn't engaged in any of the drama that might have arisen, like scribbling on someone's paper for revenge or kicking someone too hard. It was kind of nice just standing back and watching things pass by and life go on. I had long before convinced myself that I preferred being alone. I often said to myself in the car, yeah, I want to be alone. There's no one I like better than me, so I ought to spend more time with myself. But there was a certain bitterness that coupled with being alone made me feel so sad. There was a difference between being alone and lonely. I just didn't realize it at that moment. And even after that moment, my father and my mother, there was no one to turn to. I was so lonely. That's when I decided on it right then. I was going to see my grandfather. I didn't care if my father wouldn't take me. I was going to walk my way over there and see what he had to say about it. I had never seen him before that. What better time to see him then? If no one else was going to help me with what I was feeling, I might as well have to turn to him. So after school, I decided to walk there. I had no idea how to get there, and I was armed with only a scrap of paper with the address scribbled on it. As a 7-year-old, I obviously had great ideas. I soon became lost. And like I always did when I felt lost, I just stood there on the sidewalk, back pressed up against the wall, and eyes looking at the strangers pass by. And like always, people continued to pass by and life continued to go on. I was sadder than ever. I had ended up in the situation I was originally in. Nothing has changed. I thought that I was silly for even thinking that I could change things with my own hands. That was until a voice brought me back to reality.
Hon, is that you?
Grandpa, you found me! I looked up and saw an unfamiliar face, but it was obvious that whoever was talking to me knew who I was. And from that moment, things began to change. Life began moving its rusty joints, and I realized the things were moving along. Suddenly, I had become a part of the crowd that moved like a blur past me. I was no longer someone who stood still and watched others hurry past. Life had changed. I had changed. Because the very person who found me that day was my grandfather. I had that opportunity to help them, though would I? I want to, but I wasn't sure if that was the best idea. After all, fire demons in my house wasn't exactly the living arrangement that I imagined when I first moved in. There was the matter of making sure no one found out about their powers. Thinking about them as lab rats made my stomach queasy. And even if they passed for humans, how would I explain having guys living in my house? Imagine if my friends came over. They would practically think I was part of a harem or something. Oh God, imagine if my parents came over. I think my mum would faint. Who knows what my dad would do? I think he would have them arrested on the spot. Oh, this was so hard. Maybe I should have written out pros and cons list, but before actually having to make the decision.
Don't worry too much about it. You have plenty of time to decide. Besides, you should do what makes you happy as well.
Grandfather, you might Jiminy Cricket in this one. Good Lord, you're a fast man, thank you. Well then, here's your grandfather. Couldn't ask for a better Jiminy Cricket. It was strange that I happened to remember what grandfather said to me when I was little. It just but it did kind of make sense. They weren't in the exact situation that I was in before, but I did want to help them out. I think it would ease my conscience and also make me a bit happy to give them help, as weird as that sounded. Clenching my hands into fists, I strengthened my resolve to speak up. You could...
What was that, lovely lady?
Could you please stop with that, Eric? That is,
Spit it out already.
Sure thing, Grumpy. You could stay with me here if you like. Happy? That worked. See, Eric? Nah. As soon as I finished my sentence, the room became still. I'm not sure what went through their heads from my words. The silence in the air cut like a knife until I finally spoke up once more. It seems like you all need a place to stay, and well, I just moved into this giant house, so it seems like it made sense. It was so quiet in the room, I decided to keep talking. If you'd like to stay here, though, there are 2 things that I need all of you to follow.
Yes?
James is smiling, which is a good thing. First of all, you can't use your powers or deliberately do something that might harm me or any guests that come over. Well, save for enemies, but you get the drift.
That sounds reasonable.
That's good. Second, you have to help me with any errands around the house. This place is kind of big, so yeah.
That is a generous offer, miss. Are you sure that would be okay? We don't wish to burden you any more than we already have.
It's alright, really. I mean, I just started living here myself, so I would appreciate some help around the house.
A wonderful idea. We'll live here and train while helping you with the house. Servants for the lovely princess.
You have to say servants. Look at Sam's face. Sam's about to hit the goddamn roof. He's fine. He's happy. He's okay. He'll be fine. You're not fine. You're just mad.
What? Are you serious?
Indoor voice, Sam.
Shh, be quiet, Sam. I haven't slept in a bed for days.
Matthew's reason. They all seem to like the idea, except for Sam. And hey, I didn't really hate the idea either, even if they were incubi. It would be interesting having Fight Guys help me with taking care of the house, given they would follow the rules that I had just laid down.
Grr, fine, but we're not staying here forever. Only until we can beat up that group of punks.
Sure thing, Sam.
I think that is a reasonable time limit for our stay.
Yes, this is awesome.
I like how enthusiastic Matthew is.
Also beautiful. If you need a bedfellow.
Eric.
Eric, knock it off.
I was happy that they agreed. Maybe it's because I wasn't going to be lonely for a while. Maybe it's because they all needed help, and my wanting to help people was fulfilled. I'll never really be sure.
So what are we waiting for? Let's celebrate and dig in.
Finally, I'm starving.
Instantly, Matthew and Sam began to stuff themselves with food on the table. I noticed James's eyes twitching in irritation, so I stifled my incoming laugh.
Really, you two? You're both acting like pigs.
They haven't acted in a while.
Oh, let them have a little freedom, James. It's not like we've eaten recently either. I'm sure they've been starving.
Still, that's no excuse for stuffing their faces like backyard swine.
I almost couldn't hold it in. Well, if a girl's gotta laugh. Okay, so 4 people are okay with her laughing. The green one was definitely Sam. I think Matthew was another one. I think possibly one was Damon. I don't know. I don't know who the funny insignia was. Oh boy. I couldn't hold it in my laughter anymore as I laughed. Another Sam looked my way, faces stuff.
Is something funny? What are you laughing at?
I started to catch my breath. I leaned over the table and took a full breath before replying. You both are so funny. Both of their parents turned a slight pink before they looked away from me. And they swallowed the food in their mouths. Sam looks angry. Matthew's just like, yeah.
Shut up! We're not funny. We're hungry.
Shush, Sam, you're funny.
Well, we're glad that we made you laugh.
He's embarrassed.
Shut up, Matthew!
What? I'm just saying.
See, James, it's entertainment for her.
Poor James. They were funny to me. At least they enjoyed the food as I watched. I took a couple of pieces of fruit myself and placed them on my plate before eating as well. Eventually, we all ate dinner together. It was strange eating with just guys, but they were enjoyable to be around. They made me feel like a part of their family as we ate together. However, our peace was soon disrupted. We're gonna end it there. So guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next episode of Seduce Me the Otome.